Good morning, students. Today we are going to discussing about an important aspect is structure of embryo sac. Structure of embryo sac. In previous video already you have heard how to develop the embryo sac or how to develop the female gametophyte. In angiosperms, the female gametophyte is also known as embryo sac. One more name of the embryo sac is female gametophyte. The most common type of embryo sac in angiosperm is the most common type of embryo sac in angiosperms is seven-celled and 8 nucleated. 7-celled and 8 nucleated. This is polygonal type of embryo sac. Polygonal type of embryo sac. The seven-celled and 8 nucleated embryo sac or polygonal type of embryo sac was first discovered by Strasburger in polygonum divaricatum. Polygonum divaricatum. Based on the plant name, this type of the embryo sac is also known as polygonum type of embryo sac. Majority of the flowering plants. Here, one megaspore is act as a functional, while the other 3 megaspores are degenerate. The one functional megaspore developed into female gametophyte or embryo sac. Here, one important aspect is the embryo sac is developed from single megaspore. The type of the embryo sac is also known as monosporic type of embryo sac. Monosporic type of embryo sac. What is meant by monosporic type of embryo sac? The embryo sac developed from single megaspore. The type of the embryo sac is also known as monosporic type of embryo sac. You know that here 3 different types of the embryo sacs are present. First one is monosporic type of embryo sac. Second one is bisporic type of embryo sac. Third one is a tetrasporic type of embryo sac. 3 different types of embryo sacs are present in different groups of the plant bodies. Among them, 3 different types of the embryo sac. The most common type of embryo sac present in all group of the plants is monosporic type of embryo sac. Now, we will discuss the 3 different types of the embryo sacs. 3 different types of embryo sacs are present. First one is monosporic type of embryo sac. This is a type of embryo sac is monosporic. This is megaspore mother cell. The megaspore mother cell, it undergoes meiosis 1 division. Died of megaspores are formed. After complete the meiosis division, 4 megaspores are formed. Out of 4 megaspores, the micropylar side of 3 megaspores are degenerate. The charajal side of 1 megaspore is act as a functional megaspore. The functional megaspore, it undergoes 7 mitotic division or 7 equational division to form 7 celled and 8 nucleated embryo sac. For that formations of 7 celled and 8 nucleated embryo sac, how many mitotic divisions are involved? 7. For that formations of 7 celled and 8 nucleated embryo sac, how many mitotic spindle fibers are involved? 7 spindle fibers. In this way, here monosporic type of embryo sac is developed from megaspore mother cell. The second one is bisporic type of embryo sac. In that bisporic type of embryo sac, here the megaspore mother cell, it undergoes meiosis 1 division to form died of megaspores. After complete the meiosis 2 division, 4 megaspores are formed. Here in bisporic type of embryo sac, the embryo sac is formed from only 2 functional megaspore nucleus. Here the bisporic type of embryo sac is developed from 2 megaspore nucleus. Totally how many megaspore nucleus are formed? 4 megaspore nucleus. Here one important point is, in that monosporic type of embryo sac, after complete the karyokinesis division, cytokinesis division also occurred. That's why 4 megaspores are formed. But in bisporic type of embryo sac, karyokinesis division is completed. After complete the karyokinesis division, 4 megaspore nucleus are formed. But the cytokinesis division occurred only lower side of the nucleus. That's why only 2 megaspores are formed. In that condition, the upper side of the 2 megaspore nucleus are degenerate. That's why the bisporic type of embryo sac is developed from only 2 functional megaspores. The 2 functional megaspores, it undergoes 6 mitotic division to form 7 celled and 8 nucleated embryo sac. How to 7 celled and 8 nucleated embryo sac is developed in bisporic type of embryo sac. For example, see this one. This is functional megaspore. This is a functional megaspore. The functional megaspore, it undergoes 1 equational division. Here it undergoes, this is a 1 equational division. This is a second equational division. In that condition, here 4 nucleated embryo sac is formed. Later, these 4 nucleus, it undergoes 4 mitotic division. 4 mitotic division. This is the 3rd mitotic division. This is the 4th mitotic division. This is the 6th mitotic division. This is the 7th mitotic division. Sorry. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6. Sorry. Only 6. This is a 5. This is a 6. That's why for the formations of bisporic type of embryo sac, how many mitotic divisions are involved? 6. How many mitotic spindle fibers are involved? 6. This is a bisporic type of embryo sac. Okay, now information. The third one is tetrasporic type of embryo sac. In that tetrasporic type of embryo sac, after complete the meiosis 1, 2 megaspore nucleus are formed. After complete the meiosis 2, 4 megaspore nucleus are formed. The 7-celled and 8-nucleated embryo sac is formed from. Otherwise, tetrasporic type of embryo sac is formed from 4 megaspore nucleus. 4 megaspore nucleus without cytokinesis at the end of meiosis in megaspore mother cell. Here, that's why the tetrasporic type of embryo sac is formed from 4 megaspore nucleus without cytokinesis at the end of meiosis in megaspore mother cell. For the formations of tetrasporic type of embryo sac, 4 mitotic divisions and 4 spindle fibers are involved. The examples of monosporic type of embryo sac is Polygonum and Eunothera. Here, the monosporic type of embryo sac is formed from single megaspore. In that monosporic type of embryo sac, 7 mitotic divisions, 7 spindle fibers are involved. The bisporic type of embryo sac, 2 megaspore nucleus are involved for the formations of 7-celled and 8-nucleated embryo sac. In bisporic type of embryo sac, 6 mitotic divisions and 6 mitotic spindle fibers are involved. The tetrasporic type of embryo sac is developed from 4 megaspore nucleus. How many mitotic divisions are involved for the formations of tetrasporic type of embryo sac? 4 mitotic divisions. How many spindle fibers are involved for the formations of tetrasporic type of embryo sac? 4 spindle fibers. This is here different types of embryo sac. Among them, 3 different types of the embryo sac. The most common type of embryo sac is present in all group of the plant bodies is also known as here monosporic type of embryo sac. Here examples of monosporic type of embryo sac. Examples of monosporic type of embryo sac. This is a monosporic example. Polygonum. And one more is called Eunothera. Bisporic type of example, Allium cepa. Here tetrasporic type of example, Adoxa, Plumbago, Peperomia, and one more is Fritillaria. Fritillaria. These are examples of monosporic, bisporic, tetrasporic. This is one monosporic type of embryo sac or a polygonum type of embryo sac. In monosporic type of embryo sac or a polygonum type of embryo sac has mainly 3 parts. First one is egg apparatus. Second one is antipodals. Third one is central cell. First one is egg apparatus. Second one is antipodals. Third one is central cell. Now we will discuss the egg apparatus. Listen carefully. In that egg apparatus, 3 cells are grouped together at the microphyllary end or distal end or anterior end. Three cells are grouped together at micropylar end, which constitute the egg apparatus. They are one egg cell, two synergids. The middle largest cell of the egg apparatus is egg. Either side of the egg, two synergids are present. Here one important point is, if egg cell is located upside, the synergids are located to downside. If synergids are located to upside, egg cell is located to downside. Next one, in that egg nucleus is located basal side, vacuole is located upper side. In that synergids, vacuole is located to basal side and nucleus is located to upper side. How many synergids are present either side of the egg? Two synergids. The synergids are short-lived. One of them degenerate at the end of one of the synergids degenerate at the end of entry of the pollen tube. Entry of the pollen tube. This is pollen tube. Pollen tube entry. The second synergid degenerate after entry of the pollen tube inside of the embryo sac. The synergids has here. The synergids has it consisting of a special cellular finger-like thickenings located at micropylar tip is called filiform apparatus. The ploidy of the filiform apparatus is N. The ploidy of the egg is N. The ploidy of the synergids is N. Synergids have a special cellular finger-like thickenings located at micropylar tip is called filiform apparatus. Filiform apparatus are nothing but extensions of cell wall of synergid. For example, this is one synergid. This is a cell wall of synergid. Here from that cell wall, here filiform apparatus are formed. That's why filiform apparatus are nothing but extensions of cell wall of synergids. Next one, what about the important characteristic features of synergids? Here first function. Here filiform apparatus mainly helpful for guide the entry of pollen tube towards embryo sac. The main important functions of the filiform apparatus is guide the entry of pollen tube towards embryo sac. How to? Filiform apparatus helpful for guide the entry of pollen tube towards embryo sac. In that condition, from the filiform apparatus, a specific type of the chemicals are released into nucellus. Where is the nucellus is present? This is nothing but surrounding places of the nucleus. A diploid nucleus tissue is present. This is called nucellus. From the filiform apparatus, a specific type of chemicals are released into nucellus. That chemicals are mainly helpful for guide the entry of pollen tube towards embryo sac. It is called chemotropism. It is called chemotropism. Chemotropism because of chemical stimulus. Because of chemical stimulus. This is one important point. The second important function is the filiform apparatus absorption or conductions of food material from nucellus to embryo sac. Nucellus to embryo sac. two main important functions. One function is guide the entry of pollen towards embryo sac. The second function is the Philippum apparatus, absorption or conductions of food material from nucellus to embryo sac. This is about the two egg apparatus important characters. The second one is also known as antipodals. Here three cells are grouped together at charged end is called antipodals. Here antipodals are considered as vegetative cells, or somatic cells of embryo sac. Here antipodals are epimerals. What is meant by epimerals? Epimerals means nothing but short-lived. Next one. Here antipodals are smallest cells of the embryo sac. Antipodals are degenerate before or after fertilization. Here, this is about the two characteristic features of antipodals. Vegetative cells of the embryo sac, antipodals. Somatic cells of the embryo sac, antipodals. Very smallest cells of the embryo sac, antipodals. Epimeral cells of the embryo sac, antipodals. Here, which cells of the embryo sac degenerate before and after fertilization? Antipodals. Antipodals are located which side of the embryo sac? Here, charged side of the embryo sac. This is also antipodals important characters. The ploidy of the antipodals is haploid. Next one. The third one is central cell. It is the largest cell of embryo sac, which has large central vacuole. See, this is totally central vacuole, which has large central vacuole and two polar nuclei. Initially, here this is one nucleus. This is also another nucleus. This nucleus is came from micropolar side. That's why it is also upper polar nuclei. This nucleus is came from charged side. That's why it is also known as a lower polar nuclei. The two polar nuclei exactly located within the central cell. The two polar nuclei fuse to form diploid nucleus. Later, the diploid, it is also known as secondary nucleus. How to secondary nucleus is developed inside of the central cell. The secondary nucleus is formed from fusion of two polar nuclei. Generally, the ploidy of the polar nuclei is N. The ploidy of the polar nuclei ploidy is N. Here, this is N. Initially, this is N. This is N. Fusion of two nucleus, diploid secondary nucleus is formed. Next, one more important point is here totally how many cells and how many nucleus are present inside of the embryo sac. Here cells arranged. 3 plus 1 plus 3. If you clearly observe this diagram, 3, 1, 2, 3. One cell, this is totally one cell. This is central cell. Next, under 3, 1, 1, 1. Under 3, 1, 2, 3. Cells arranged 3 plus 1 plus 3. Nucleus arranged 3 3 plus 2 plus 3. 3 plus 2 plus 3. 1, 2, 3. Next, 2 nucleus, 1, 2. Next, 3 nucleus, 1, 2, 3. That's why the arrangement of the cells or the arrangement of the nucleus inside of the embryo sac like that in this manner. Next, one more important point is the largest cell of the embryo sac is central cell. The ploidy of the central cell is 2M. Second largest cell of the embryo sac is egg cell. The ploidy of the egg cell is N. Third largest cell of the embryo sac is synergids. The ploidy of the synergids is N. Very smallest cells of the embryo sac is antipodals. The ploidy of the antipodals is N. Here, this is one complete structure of embryo sac. For that formations of one embryo sac, one meiosis division. For that formations of one egg cell, one meiosis division. For that formations of two synergids, one meiosis division. For that formations of three antipodals, one meiosis division. This is also one of the important point regarding to structure of embryo sac. Right. Thank you all of you.